So they typically say everything that has a beginning will have an end, But sometimes some things are meant to be forever, and it's quite sad when things that are supposed to be for eternity, that are supposed to be forever, are short-lived. And not just that, when it is ending on a terrible term. So we've seen it happen severally. We had celebrity breakups and whatnot, but this video we will be looking at some of the messiest celebrity breakups that we've seen, and I want to believe you're going to agree with me when I give you this list. And I'm going to start in no particular order, but something I would like for you to do for me is to follow along. And if I did not include somebody's breakup that you think is quite messy, you can let me know in the comment section. If you have enough list, you can make a part 2 to this. It's going to be very interesting, I promise you. All right, let's get into it. First off, we are going to talk about these people, because if I don't mention them, then what is the point of making this video? We are going to be talking about, both of them are remarried now, by the way, Mercy Aigbe and Larry Gentry. It might look like we are going back, but a relationship or a marriage of 7 years. I remember vividly when Larry Gentry's mother passed, and Mercy was still very much married to him. The way she was very much invested in that burial ceremony that happened in Ilesha, Osun State. I think that was my first introduction to Mercy as a socialite, not just as an actress. She'd been that back then, those years, 2014, 2015, she's been fashion icon with a stylist, Theolumini, dishing us styles. But that event just introduced me to her as a socialite. But all of the marriage, whatever, ended in 2017. It was quite messy because Mercy came Mercy came out with videos and picture proofs of her being domestically, abused by Larry Gentry, saying that it was philandering, it was hitting her. She had, if you still go online, you still see images and pictures of Mercy Aigbe with bloodshot eye, and I think like an handkerchief or a tissue paper filled with blood, and a lot of things that she released as evidence to say my marriage has been hard and I have been hiding and I no longer want to hide anymore, and that ended the marriage. But Larry Gentry did not let these allegations and accusations just go like that, because he also made some allegations concerning Mercy while denying ever hitting her. He said that Mercy was the one who never was faithful in the marriage, and to even further prove his point, years after their marriage ended and they divorced, the whole thing ended in 2017. She got married to a new man in 2022, and a lot of persons believe that Mercy had been sleeping with this man while she was married. That is her new husband, who is a movie marketer, while she was married to Larry Gentry. And Larry also corroborated that story, saying that they were family friends. That is Funsho and Kazeem Adeoti. They were a couple. Mercy and Larry Gentry were a couple. Now, Larry insists that Mercy was sleeping with Funsho's husband, who was their family friend, while Kazeem was still married to Funsho. And Funsho Adeoti has now come out to say, I didn't even know that my husband was going to take a second wife when he took Mercy. So it was quite messy for Mercy, even though her second marriage, yes, a marriage with Gentry was a second marriage, and Gentry's marriage to her was her third. So Mercy's on her third marriage currently, and Larry Gentry is on his fourth marriage currently. Of course, we will wish them the best. Now, moving on from them, we are going to talk about the T's, that is Tiwa Savage and Tunji Balogun, popularly referred to as T-Bills. Tunji was Tiwa's manager, and they got married in 2013. It was a well-attended event. It was a very big deal. But the relationship or the marriage did not last, because less than 3 years after, in 2016, Tiwa Savage, up till now, personally, me speaking, I still think that a PR person did her dirty, having her come online with a scarf tied on her head. I mean, you are somebody who is saying you're breaking free from a marriage that had you in shackles. Your husband was sleeping around, had the names of side chicks stored on his phone as small chops. He had hit you, he had done this and he had done that. And because you so much want to play or want to represent yourself as a victim, they had you a baddie. Even then, the term baddie was not badding, but Tiwa has been baddie since time immemorial. They now had a whole baddie come tie scarf on her head, looking like somebody whose husband has died, not somebody who just freed herself from the shackles of a terrible man, according to her. But that's, by the way, we can't forgive them, but just I can't forget it. But yes, that happened. Tiwa Savage and Tubius, their marriage ended. He produced a son, though, Jamal, who is a wonderful boy to look at. I mean, he's primarily with Tiwa and it's amazing. And over the years, Tubius and Tiwa Savage have a cordial relationship, although it was quite messy when they broke up. They have a cordial relationship now, taking care of their sons. And in recent time, when Tiwa and Davido, another Nigerian artist, had issues, Tunji Balogun was quick to come to Tiwa's defense. I mean, anytime Tiwa has been in the news for something controversial, her baby daddy has always been quick to come to her defense to say, you can talk bad about anybody but not my child's mother. He called out Davido, told Davido, pick a time and do it. Let's come and exchange blows. All these small talks is not for me. Come and fight me if it's sure for you. That's how hard it comes to Tiwa's defense every time something happens. But their breakup was quite messy and all over the place. Now let's move on from them and talk about this couple had us food. At least had me food for a year. From 2021 to 2022, February of 2022, Nkechi Blessing Sunday and Opeyemi David Falegon had the internet believe they were married. We never saw a wedding picture, but we saw a lot of photo shoots with rings on their fingers that indicated so much that they were an item. I mean, they were married. And, you know, Nkechi was always traveling to London to see him because the man was based in the UK. And it was quite rosy between them, giving us, you know, couple goals and whatnot. And then Nkechi Blessing Sunday's mom died. Opeyemi Falegon was absent, but he sent his delegates and whatnot, and that happened. And before you know what was happening, the relationship broke up. And come and see, you would assume that these guys never liked each other, never came online to profess eternal love. Nkechi even said that her dead mother told her not to leave ODF. You would think she never, I mean, no, that was wild. Up till now, these guys still diss each other. Nkechi is dating someone else now. Thank God she didn't even say she was married to this person. She has told us point blank she was dating, because it was when things went sour between them that we knew that they were not even married. And Opeyemi said, me, marry somebody like you. There is no way, you could not have charmed me to marry you. You are a dirty lady. You do not wash your, I mean, guys, they really came to wash their dirty linens and said so many unprintable things about each other. Nkechi even went as far as bringing sexual toys to say these were the things that she was using to satisfy themselves in herself in the relationship, because ODF could do nothing in the other room. And ODF said, why would I want to do anything with you? You don't wash yourself. You don't clean. It was a lot. It was a lot. And just when we thought we had finished their issues, something will happen and both of them will start going again for each other. And it's just like what Tonto Dike has with Churchill. When you think that finally we've moved on from Tonto and Churchill's chapter, something happens and both of them have it again. So yes, I'm talking about Tonto Dike and Churchill. If you don't know about their story, when it happened back in 2017, then what do you know? They were married in 2015. 2 years later, in 2017, hit the rocks. And Tonto also came out to say several things, granted interviews, including how Churchill lied to her. It was a broke boy, said it was Obasanjo's nephew, said it was this and it was that, but she sponsored herself. She paid for her own bride price. She paid for her. The wedding was elaborate, by the way. Tonto said she paid for everything. It was a 3-minute man. And Churchill said 3 minutes that produced King. What else do you want? Why is it that when things go sour, the first thing that sexual couples, people that, I mean, that had a sexual relationship, the first thing they come for is each other's sexual prowess? Why? Is it like something you have to prove, or like did you go in there open? I mean, I don't know, but in the comment section, if you understand why, you can help my men, because I just can't reconcile it. Why you would want to just come? Is it supposed? Is it a shameful thing? Do you understand? Because I just, okay, maybe because we are quite sexual in this age and time, you know, everything is, I don't know, just help me in the comment section. But yes, Tonto and Churchill's marriage eating the rock was one for the books. It was, and up to now it's hard. Tonto had gone ahead to date several other persons, like 2 other persons. It had also been very messy breakups. But Churchill has remarried Rosie, who Tonto alleged was trying to take her husband. Then they are married now with 2 kids, and they are still peppering Tonto DK. It's still really messed up between them. But we also have to talk about Alex Ekubo and Fancy Achilonu, and theirs was not a marriage. Theirs was an engagement. And it was messy because Fancy, that is ex-fiance's name, by the way, Fancy played to the rumor that has been in the air that Alex Ekubo is not 6 o'clock, it's not straight, it's bent like 3 o'clock. You understand? So both of them announced their engagements. They had picked the dates. We were happy for Alex, the most eligible bachelor. He had quenched or killed the rumor that it was not straight by presenting his babe to us. They had been dating for 5 years, and we're like, oh my goodness, you have good people in your corner for you to be able to hold your relationship and keep it private for that long. But then Fancy came out to say, guys, though, it has broken me, I've left this boy, and I decided that let everybody be whatever they want to be. If you know that you are battling for another thing, stay with them, live in your truth. Another person said, this is it, this is what we've been seeing. Alex is not straight. We called it a long time ago. But then, how many months after, Fancy came out to say, guys, I'm sorry, myself and Alex, I mean, this was weeks after blogs started carrying it to say, oh, Fancy and Alex are back. Fancy is in the country because Fancy is not based in Nigeria. They are back together. And Fancy came online to say, guys, I'm sorry that I said those things about Alex Ekubo. Both of us are together. We are happy, blah, 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 blah. But you know what happened? Alex just wanted her to come and change the narrative of what she said, because Alex didn't acknowledge it. And Fancy had to come back to say, Alex played me. He messaged me and said, we can work it out. And before we can work it out, I have to come online and use the same platform I used to announce the end of our engagement, to announce the resumption of our engagement. But he knew he didn't want to get back together with me. He just played me. So we can safely say that that ship has sailed and is not going to sail again. Abi, what's the word? Enna, the ship has capsized. It will not, the ship has set, it has capsized. It's not going to sail anymore. But yeah, that's it. So we have some honorary mention that we have to talk about. Sophia and Davido. When that happened in 2016 custody battle, it gave us some amazing bangers that we just cannot not talk about. So yes, honorary mention, because up to now, both of them are still playing cats and rats, especially with Imade. There was a time he was actively involved in Imade's life, and all of a sudden, Sophia says he's a deadbeat. And, you know, that's happening. Also, honorary mention, Yul and May Edochie, because May is not saying nothing. It's Yul that has been all over the internet saying this one and that one since 2023, when he started, when he got himself a new wife who has now 2 kids for him. Anyways, guys, we have come to the end of this video. We've spoken about some of the messiest breakups that our celebrities have had over the years. If I didn't mention anybody, like I said in the beginning, you can let me know. Let's make it interactive in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.